Okay, so we're back with another one here. I had to go ahead and get this out to you guys as soon as I saw this drop. Well, it's been out for a few days, but um, after seeing it, I was just like, yeah, I gotta cover this now. I can't wait. So it seems that we might have a problem. Looks like Batman might be going woke, and Batman is not the movies, the actual animated series Batman that was out like maybe late '90s, early 2000s. I remember watching this show faithfully, but I have never seen the scenes that I'm about to show you now in a little bit. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, so as we can see here from the title, Bruce Timm explains why he gender swiped Penguin in Batman Cape Crusader. There's a lack of good villains. Like, what? What does this even mean? There's a lack of good villains? So you switch the gender? Hmm. Okay. So let's go ahead and scroll down here. Tim and Tim and executive producer James Tucker were asked by Kristen Champagne. I literally clapped when I saw the penguin was a woman and heard Mini Driver doing her voice. It was an unexpected and wonderful surprise. Why did you make that choice? Tim answered, James and I were talking about the overview of the show, and we said one of the problems with Batman, as he is there's a lack of good villains. I cannot make this shit up, bro. This is ridiculous. You got Catwoman, you got Poison Ivy, you got Harley Quinn, but it would be really good to have more female villains. He concluded, and off the top of my head, I said, we never really could figure out exactly what to do with the penguin. What the gimmick for the penguin would be. What if we gender flip the penguin? Like, what? Who the hell? Who would want to see this, bro? Like, who in their right minds will go around like, hey, yeah, what if, yeah, I want to see the genderize of the penguin go to the other side. Like, what? No, bro, no. Like, just make a female, just make another female character. I don't like it when shows do this, but I would have accepted it if y'all came out with a female penguin than to gender flip the penguin. Like, come on, bro. What are we even doing anymore? So let's go down. Let's scroll down here. See what I can't even get my words out. I'm so shocked because this is just ridiculous. Let's go down and just watch this video real quick.
Definitely heavy on the German expressionism slash.
Okay, I promise you I did not pre-watch this video, so I don't know why it was like almost ending. All I did was just scroll down here just to see was there a video on here, and did not watch this. So let's go ahead and restart that. I'm gonna go ahead and make it full screen, and let's give this a watch.
It is time to check in on the man himself. The 1990s award-winning show Batman the Animated Series was the first introduction to this iconic character for many current Batman fans. Fans were excited that original series creator Bruce Timm will be teaming up with James Tucker and two of the biggest names in television and film, J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves, to reimagine the series for a new generation. Let's check in with that dynamic group and see what they have planned for Batman Cape Crusader.
For a new generation. Oh my. Like, and this is what y'all consider the new generation. Batman going woke. Like, no. No. Get your own characters. Like, stop messing with shit that we grew up with. Like, excuse my French, but like, this is just getting out of hand. Like, no.
I'm J.J. Abrams, executive producer of Batman Cape Crusader.
I'm Bruce Timm, executive producer of Batman Cape Crusader.
Hi, I'm Matt Reeves, executive producer of Batman Caped Crusader.
Hi, I'm James Tucker, and I am a co-producer on Batman Cape Crusader.
And hi, I am Ant Warrior, and I am a watcher of Batman Cape Crusader from the early 2000s.
Warner's Animation asked if we would be interested in working with Bruce on a new animated Batman series, and Matt was working on the Batman film, so it just felt like an opportunity to collaborate not just with Bruce, but with one of my best friends on a project that I knew would be incredibly meaningful to all of us.
One of my elevator pitch versions of this show is that it's more Batman the Animated Series than Batman the Animated Series. It kind of goes...
No, it's not. Nope, it is not. Not with a genderized penguin. It's impossible. Like, you need to take that back. Like, I wish I was there and I would have pointed in his face and been like, take that back, because this is ridiculous, this is stupid, and this just makes no sense.
Goes back to the original principles of the show that we originally came up with back in the early 90s. There was certain limitations on what we could do in terms of adult content, in terms of violence and adult themes. And my idea is basically to say, okay, it's 1990 again. I get to do what I want to do this time. And I got JJ and Matt backing me up.
You know, in Bruce's world, in this new iteration, it's just Batman right now. There's not, the Justice League doesn't exist. There aren't any other superheroes. It's Batman. You're watching this lone figure swimming through the cesspool of Gotham. It's Batman alone.
He's Batman. I mean, whether he's wearing the mask or not, he's Batman. And Bruce Wayne is the mask. Bruce Wayne is a phony person. He's a construction that Batman has created to deflect suspicion from his activities.
So he's going to be very low-tech initially. You know, as he develops as a character, we'll start introducing those gadgets. And, you know, the audience can see how he developed the Batmobile using different prototypes. That's part of the fun of this series, is we're finding him discovering these things that most other Batman series, they already were there.
It really is an incredibly
Okay, so yeah, see, that would be interesting to watch, you know, because if because I do remember that watching this series, like back then, yeah, he already had a lot of these things, and you know, in some shows he would come out with things that was not in the series the entire run, and I would be like, wow, now that is incredible. Where did he get that? And not knowing the backstories of where he got those things, you know, there is room for more content there. So I could be watching this. I could be, you know, it just depends though, because if they are doing this woke stuff, I would not be watching this show. But let's see what else they have to say.
complex psychological story about someone who, in a way, needs to be redeemed, and that's kind of what at least this first season's about.
We've reconfigured some of the roles some of the characters have. We're starting before Batman has earned their trust, and they've earned Batman's trust. So there's nothing assumed. We don't know that Commissioner Gordon will be Batman's ally. The journey of the show is to see how they, you know, eventually grow together and learn to trust or not. You know, nothing is assumed in this series as far as what we're used to seeing in the world of Batman.
What this does is it gives us the opportunity to say, okay, well, the versions of Joker and Catwoman and Penguin, those versions that we did on Batman the Animated Series were really great and iconic. But there's lots of different ways we can take those characters that we hope will be just as iconic and just as powerful.
Bruce pitched the concept of Cape Crusader, and he had the Strange Days short that was done for Batman's 75th anniversary. That was very old school film noir look. It was in black and white. And I think that's what really closed the deal on the pitch, because looking at that, they could see exactly what the show was going to look like. But just so it's clear, the show won't be in black and white unless I can talk Bruce into doing a special episode.
This new iteration is very much born of a noir sensibility.
Definitely heavy on the German expressionism / film noir kind of styling, set in the kind of timeless 40s world.
Yeah, so did y'all see that little scene there though? Like, this is how, you know, this is how much tech that he has. He has to pick up a rock. You know?
Looking at Really closed the deal. Film noir
That's a
look.
big
It was
deal.
in black and white. And I think that's what
He has to pick up a rock and use the rock to get the guy off of him. I've never seen Batman do things like this, you know, because we all know Batman go to that belt and it's a wrap for you, you know. But for him having to pick up a rock to hit a villain with is something brand new in the series, and I think this would be very welcomed. All of that other woke stuff, this, you know, I hope they don't do it, because this series wouldn't even get off of the ground good before it's just ruined and people don't even want to watch it. These woke people are not watching Batman. They don't care nothing about this. You know, so like, don't even include it in this series. This is one of the series that are close to me, and I would hate to see it just go down the drain and no one just really fools with Batman no more like that because of this.
what really closed the deal on the pitch, because looking at that, they could see exactly what the show was going to look like. But just so it's clear, the show won't be in black and white unless I can talk Bruce into doing a special episode.
This new iteration is very much born of a noir sensibility.
Definitely heavy on the German expressionism / film noir kind of styling, set in a kind of timeless 40s world. If anything, we're probably going to lean into that even more in terms of authentic clothes and hairstyles and hats and vehicles and architecture. The way we deal with the characters is going to be quite a bit more modern in terms of inclusivity, representation, things like that.
Cape Crusader is something that, you know, I feel
Inclusivity. Ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm getting so sick of that inclusivity stuff, because like, who are you including? You know, like, no, like, you could have made a whole other character that no one really knew and cared about and did that with them, and no one would really just said anything. But you're doing this to the Penguin, someone that's been around in Batman the entire history of Batman almost. Like, bro, like, come on, bro.
honored to get to be part of the creative conversations, to get to help and support along with Matt, you know, the not just the vision for how they want to do it, but even in using new technologies, the opportunity to take advantage of literally techniques that didn't exist back when Bruce was doing the animated series.
It's an honor, and I'm thrilled to be able to work on this. But to be honest with you, the most exciting part is I can't wait to see how it turns out. I can't wait to see all of this come together. I'm a fan, and I just want to see what Bruce does.
Even though it's still early days, that all sounds amazing. Batman Cape Crusader will air on Cartoon Network and HBO Max. I seriously can't wait for this one either. There's so much talent behind this series.
We will see. I will keep you guys updated, because if this goes woke, I guarantee you this series is not going anywhere. Until next time, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, share it also, and I'll be with you again in another video when I see some more interesting content. Take care.